Well, clearly our puppies like the water. Are you guys having fun?
Is that fun? What's in there? What's in there?
Oh, back up. Hi. Hi. Where's the little boy? Hi, no, don't rub all on me. No, don't jump up. Here, go. Oh, you suck. Good boy. You don't suck. You're just being a puppy. What's happening, everybody?
Hi, guys.
So we are at
A lake.
Mountain Home Reservoir, and we decided to come down here. We're getting our RV moved the next couple of days. We're also looking for some other things. We're down here with a purpose. Help my best friend around the house a little bit, around his property, because he's been helping us out. So anyway. We decided today, since it's the Sabbath and it's something that my best friend vigilantly observes, we decided to come and just chill for the day. Let me give you a little look. So this is where we are. This is Mountain Home Reservoir, and this is I guess kind of outside of Fort Garland, Colorado. Boom, that's the whole deal. Hang on, let me fix this now. So, so if you look over here, see people? Yeah, people over there. And if you look over here, whole lot of people over there.
And people over there.
So if you look, way over there, people, see all the people over there. But if you look right there,
there's nobody.
Well, there's one little kind of camper, and there's a whole bunch. Let me stand up. There's a whole bunch of like ATV tire tracks. Well, in case you haven't figured it out by now, that's our 4Runner. Yeah, we are deep stuck in the mud. And I said this on the last video, and I'm going to say it again. If you don't have AAA, you're a fool. Like seriously, it's like we have the top of the line. Like what is it? AAA Premier?
Yes.
RV Premier, I think is what it is. It's like $27 a month. Like seriously, if you can't afford 27, and the cheap one, like just a regular, if you don't have an RV, is like $18 a month. If you
have a car and you're traveling and you're moving around and trying to do things, it's really not fun to be away from home and be stuck.
And it's like, there was like literally like 2 to 10 seconds of panic. And it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We don't have a shovel. There's no rocks. And it's like, well, hang on, we have AAA. So we're not sponsored,
but we had the trailer on the back of here with all our shovels.
All of our stuff is in the trailer, of course, which we left at my best friend's house because we didn't want to drag it to the lake. Because we didn't want to get stuck. So that's where we're at. Hi, get down. Hey, sorry, dogs were cold and they were trying to climb on us, and then that just kind of made it crappy. Plus the tow truck driver called. Apparently, this sucks, because somebody else got stuck right next to where we are yesterday. When they came out to get him out, the tow truck got stuck. So now in order to come get us out, we have to pay. They tried to get us for $150 that I told them extra on top of AAA. And I was like, I understand. You know what I mean? Like it's a pain in the ass, blah, blah, blah. But
on the A.
I don't see that as a cuss word. It's a body part. I know. That's my cuss. Sorry. I love you. So, I was like, look, man, I got a $100 bill. I was like, I got a little bit more money, which is kind of not, I mean, I got more than $100, but I meant for him. I'm like, dude, I got a $100 bill for you. So they're on their way. They said like an hour and a half. So we figured we'd take this time to tell you a little bit why we are starting this homestead journey. I mean, I guess I'm pretty sure for both of us, it's health. We don't have exactly the worst health, but we don't have the best health either. Like I know myself, I'm overweight. I'm starting to feel really sluggish. We got a Berkey a few months ago, and I've noticed that since we got the fluoride filter with it as well, and the heavy metals filter. I've noticed since I haven't been drinking fluoridated water, that I'm definitely not as sluggish. My energy level's up. I'm more into doing things, both with my partner and just in life. So that's good. But I think for myself, so I'm a recovering addict. I don't have any problem sharing that. I actually just finished writing a book about it. But I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. My addiction stemmed from a pretty rough childhood, a lot of abuse, and I turned to drugs as a way to cope, which led into adulthood, which led into me getting in trouble with the law and not always making the best decisions. I just don't like the way the world's going, especially our country. I don't like the way that, especially the more populated areas, I should say. I don't like the urban, suburban squall, or sprawl. Sorry, urban and suburban sprawl. It's gross to me. Manicured lawns, houses that are just all thrown up, a little ticky-tacky, and they all look the same. And we don't want that, that's not the life that we want. We've lived that life our whole life. Or I should say we've avoided living that way our whole lives, the best we could. Like they say, be in the world, not of the world. So we've been in the world, deep in it. And like now we're ready to kind of just slow down, man. My beautiful wife here has raised three beautiful children without me, and I get the honor of being a part of the last two. And they're all about it, man. They're ready to go too. They're ready to come down here. We're all about it. And being a convicted felon in Colorado, it sucks because they changed the law several years ago where I can't even hunt with a bow and arrow on my own land. Which we're gonna maybe see about filing some motions or something with the state to see about that, because I feel like the state's depriving me of my right to put food on my table for my family, or at least meat on the table that isn't bought from a store. But it's almost like the places where homesteading is out here anywhere, where homesteading is most prevalent, is where they're really trying to lock down the laws. It's almost like they don't want you homesteading unless you have the money to come in and build, like everybody.
Dump a few $100,000.
Yeah, and it's like, there's a lot of people who don't have that kind of money. There's people who sell their businesses and, or
have had a good life,
or have had a good life.
Well,
yes,
and they still have to sell everything and don't have enough to dump a few $100,000 into a property to start.
Yeah, so here, in order to get a building permit for a home, you have to have a well or a cistern underground. You have to have a septic or an outhouse, which where we're at, you can't have an outhouse because the water table is too high. Or a compostable toilet. What else do you have to have? You have to have, I can't remember what it is, but you have to meet those three requirements before you can even get a permit to build. And like the funny thing is
and you have to get permits for all those things.
You have to get permits for all those things. So fortunately, we bought a
partially developed.
That has a septic and it has a cistern that we don't like, so we're gonna fix it.
Well, we're not sure. We think there may be issues with the septic. And we've had that checked out. We're fine with it because we know basically what we're looking at.
Right. So
the sellers did not end up fessing up.
Hold on.
So,
excuse me.
So we're going to double check that everything's been done the way that it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, and we're going to put a new cistern in. And they've already been permitted for all of these things. And down here, once you have a permit, it's pretty much good. They just want you to go through the process of getting it. And I get it, they need to make their money. But I just think it's a little ridiculous. There's no building codes, but there's all these rules on being able to build. Yes, to get to the point to build. It's like you got to jump through all these hoops, but like once you've jumped through them, then it's like, oh, okay, you can build whatever you want.
You can do what you want.
Except you can't do shipping containers, no Connex, or tires. You can't do earth ships. And that probably has something to do with seepage in the water table, I would imagine. So for me, I'm just tired. Like down here, it's a lot more, I want to say down home vibe. People wear masks when they have to. People are just kinder though. The cops are cooler, the people are cooler, the store owners are cooler. It's the kind of place where once we're down here for a year, we're going to know all of our local people by name. Like we went to a new market that just popped up a couple weeks ago. We'll take a video of that next time we go. We wanted to kind of scope it out. Some really wonderful people. Like one gentleman who's a wood carver in Blanca. Yep. Yeah. It's called. We'll get back to you because it's like I believe it's Hindu. So I don't want to jumble it. I'll find out. But we'll take video next time we're there. But we met a gentleman who's a wood carver, and he was just like, man, if you need help building or this or that, he's like, I'm doing it on my own, so I'd love to help. And then we met this other woman who's like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to clean out my barn. I got a bunch of tools and stuff. And we're like, hey, we're getting ready to build. And she's like,
we got her number.
She's like, here's my number. She's like, just call me because you might not see me again, and
we
it's
got
like
turned on to a great CSA.
Yeah,
here.
yep.
So
Found a CSA, yep.
Local, that's really exciting.
What were they called? White Crow Ranch. White Crow Ranch. Give them a little shout out. They're doing honey. Today they were doing honey and herbs and tomatoes.
And I saw like beans. There was beans and
there was
other
beans.
things.
Yep.
I think they had listed on the placard. Or
they did. I should have took a
what
picture.
All they had. Yeah, we should have.
We had just gotten done eating a good meal though.
But it's just something they just started, but super exciting to stumble across.
Lou's Cafe in Blanca. It's really good. We had breakfast there, so we were kind of just in a hurry because the dogs were in the back of the 4Runner. We didn't want them cooking. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm sorry, I'm dragging on. I'm sure we'll edit some of this out, but
he's not the editor, so he thinks he can just ramble whenever he wants.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of just getting away from the politics of the city. I just want to be free to do what I want when I want. And yes, there's some restrictions, but my beautiful wife here, she's an awesome hunter. Or she will be anyway. And my future stepson, my daughter's boyfriend, he's a good hunter.
Just fell off.
He's a good hunter. Somebody just fell off their 4-wheeler.
They're getting a little crazy on
Yeah, they're getting a little crazy. You might be able to hear them.
The mama bear's getting all freaked out.
So I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to let her talk for a little bit and like explain to you why she wants to get out of the city and like what it's for, what it's about for her.